Good afternoon, boys and girls. This is Neil Sullivan, the Copper Mustache, coming at you for another episode of Reselling and learning how to resell. And today we're going to talk about sourcing. Where am I going to find those products to sell all these treasures that people want? Well, there's a lot of places to find them. My first topic today is going to be on thrift centers. That's a great place to find stuff. You buy it for literally small amounts of dollars and turn it into a big amount of dollars. It's not you probably won't spend more than between $1 and $10 for an item. If you spend over $10, you're getting something really big. So it's budget orientated. So when you're getting those sales, build up to about $100 and turn around, take that $100 to your thrift stores and see what you can buy and turn around and hopefully double or triple that amount of money. So where are thrift stores? Goodwill's a thrift store. Savers is a gift store. Value Village is another one. They're owned by the same people. Also, Rehab for Humanity has thrift stores now, as well as mom and pops and organizational run ones like animal rescue places and things like that will have thrift stores. They're great sources of income to keep their organizations running. We want to take advantage of those places too, because there's some great product in there, and your dollars are going for great causes as well. So you're doing a lot of giving back to the community just by going in there. So let's talk about Goodwill. Goodwill's kind of a strange duck in itself. You can literally go from one Goodwill, turn around, drive another 5 miles, find another Goodwill, and find it completely different than the first Goodwill you were in. You'll see that pricing's different. One may have a club card saving feature that the other one does not have because they're broken up into like regions. In my area of the Midwest, I can literally go 5 miles, use my club card, and then I come to the one local to me, and they don't take it. Weird. I don't know why. It's not a national program. Each one's different. For example, at the last Tuesday of every month, around here in the Chicago area, most of the Goodwills have what's called a 1-2-3 day, which all the clothing is $1.23. You go to other parts of the country, they don't do that. Some will have days where everything's 50% off. Some will have absolutely nothing and be extremely expensive. They're all different. All I can tell you is, if you don't like your local Goodwill, try to find another one that's close to you, but keep researching them. Savers, if you have one by you, those are great places. You can generally get a 30% off card for either being just by joining their club membership. You purchase $100 worth of stuff, I think you get a 30% off card. They give you punches in the card. Another way is to donate product to Savers. If you for your donation, they'll give you a 30% off card. So next time you've got some things that you want to donate that you're not selling around your house, and you've gone through them and made sure that they're not valuable enough to sell on eBay, then go ahead and take them over to Savers and get yourself a 30% off card. So in essence, you're not giving away, you're almost like trading them in for a new product and stuff that you hopefully know can sell. If you're a clothing buyer, Savers is phenomenal. They have lots and lots of clothing. So if you like to buy and sell clothing, Savers is a great place. That's not to say you can't find other things at Savers, because you can, and I have found stuff. They're very good for toys and some other things. You won't find a lot of big stuff there, but you will find some. Goodwill's all over the place. It's probably typical Goodwill will be between 50 and 75% clothing, a lot of glassware, a lot of dishes. You'll find some appliances, which you will find at Savers as well. So there's all sorts of stuff to find in these places. And when you go into your local mom and pop ones, they can be the same type. They may be strictly hard goods. They may be strictly clothing. It all depends. It's up to you to go out there and find them. So in itself, the hunt is for your own thrift stores. Always be on the lookout for a new one that's opening in a town that's fairly close to you or your own town. Go check it out. If you're the first one in there, make friends with that owner. Now, a lot of people ask you, well, if you find something, let's say at a Goodwill, can you negotiate price? Yes. No. Maybe so. Here's how you do it. You have to get a hold of a manager, first of all. They're the only ones who can budge on pricing. And you have to be buying a lot. If you go over there and you find a pair of shorts and you ask the manager, go, hey, will you give me an extra $2 off this pair of shorts? He's going to look at you sideways until you hit the road. But if you go to him and say, hey, I'll buy your entire short collection, then he's going to talk to you and give you the time of day. If you want to see a great video on that, see Pete the Crazeless Hunter. About 2 or 3 of them ago, I know he did one where he buys a ton of suntail lotion from a Goodwill just by asking the manager. He didn't buy one, he bought hundreds, but he bought them and is doing quite well with them. So, yes, you can negotiate at those kind of places. You just got to find the right person and be willing to buy a lot of stuff. Now, if you're in a mom and pop shop, you can negotiate to your heart's content. But again, it's the same type of thing. If you have a bundle put together, you're more likely to get a bigger discount than if you just are hitting one item. I just went to a resale shop not so long ago with Dusty, the Alabama picker, and his wife Tristan. Please watch their channel. They're phenomenal. That's Dusty, the Alabama picker, and Tristan. And in that one, nothing was priced. So you had to actually go get the guy and go, hey, how much was this? And he would give you an awesome price right off the bat anyway. I mean, I bought one thing, Dusty bought a bunch of stuff, so it was phenomenal. So those are great places, especially when you're starting out and you're trying to build some inventory. They're phenomenal. Garage sales. Yeah, garage sales and yard sales. Hit or miss. You'll go through 10 or 15 with nothing, then the 16th one gold. You just never know. It could be the opposite. The first one you hit is gold and the next 16 are dead. You don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, don't be a drive-by guy. That is, you're driving by, you look in the driveway, and you go, oh, there's not enough stuff there, I'm not stopping. I can't tell you how many times I've done that, gone back, and then found stuff. Take the 2 minutes, get out of your car, walk up, even if it literally take you less than 5 minutes to walk around this thing and go, okay, there's nothing here. They may have one little thing on a table somewhere that is worth a lot of money, and you no way you're going to see that by driving by and not stopping. So please, if you see a garage sale and you're out garage sailing, don't go, oh, I've been to 17, that one looks terrible, I'm not stopping. Stop at it. Stop at it. Don't get in the habit of drive-bys. Those are the worst thing you can do when you're doing garage sales. Areas. Some people say, hey, if I go into the really wealthy area, I'm going to find nothing but gold. There is no hit or miss for this type of thing. You might go into a section of town which is not necessarily the highest income level and find wonderful things, go into the other side of town that's high in inventory and find nothing. So don't let that get into you. Just because you know an area is, let's say, like Hollywood, you know, that everything's going to be great. It's not. And many times you go into those higher end places and they've got nothing but trash and they're selling it, asking zillions of dollars for it, and they don't like to negotiate. All garage sales are negotiable. If it says $10 on it, don't be afraid to ask for $1. You know, they might get a little upset at you sometimes, but a lot of times they'll just say, okay. And it's really just like that. Okay. You just saved yourself $9 on a product. So, remember, everything's negotiable. I don't care if it's a $3 item, you think you can get them down to $2, hey, knock yourself out. Garage sales are for one reason only. Get rid of stuff. Not too many people have garage sales to make a profit, believe it or not. They want to get rid of stuff, and they don't really want to just give it away. They want to get a little something back for it. And that's what we're here for. Give them a little something back for it. We buy it, put it on eBay, sell it, make a profit, and then we live, right? So, garage sales and yard sales. Barn sales. Barn sales are like, to me, the gold mine of garage selling. I've never been at a barn sale that didn't have cool stuff. They will ask the moon for stuff, but they'll negotiate. Yes, you're not going to find a Gucci purse there. You're not going to find a Coach purse there. You're not going to find a designer dress there. You're going to find hard goods there. You're going to find antiques there. Many of these things are going to be a little bit more upper end things that you're not used to paying for. You know, these are items that might be $50, $60, but they're going to return you hundreds of dollars. So you got to be prepared to spend a little bit more when you go to the barn sales. Not always, but a little bit more. And you can find some really good stuff, especially tools, farm equipment, wagons, old wheels, restoration of hardware, which is really big. Barnwood, which is becoming a real big. All sorts of stuff you can find there. Whatever you like to sell, most likely got something there. Old sewing machines I've seen at barn sales. So there's all sorts of wonderful things. So if you get into the country areas and you see a big old barn sale, make that first on your list. Priority should always be a barn sale. You will see condo sales. You will see townhouse sales. They're not going to bring you out the greatest return usually, but you never know. Those you have to go in with the thought of, what does somebody have in their condo they're selling? Usually it's clothing. Very rarely is it furniture. Occasionally it's furniture. But it's usually a lot of clothing and knickknacks. Knickknacks are candlestick holders, jewelry, things of that nature. Garage sales are great places for jewelry too. You will find some jewelry. If you know how to test for silver, if you know what to look for silver or gold, you can make a fortune there. If you're just starting out and you don't know anything about jewelry, pass on it until you do some studying on it. Don't buy stuff because it looks pretty unless you're going to use it, because it's a harder industry to know. You have to learn a lot about it before you do it. And that goes true for a lot of things. But most things you can just get your iPhone out, go to the eBay app, look it up, and say, hey, this thing's selling for some good money. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Remember, you have to take your iPhone with you or your Android with you. You have to be able to have that eBay and Amazon apps on there. You want to be able to look things up and know what you're buying is going to make you a profit. And you're not going to buy stuff for $1 and hope and go, oh goody, it's selling for $2. No, you want to buy stuff that you're buying for $1 or less. That's going to sell for at least $10 or more. When you get up to $10 level, you want to make at least triple your money, $30 or more, and so on and so forth. Otherwise, pass a mundo on it. Don't be afraid to start small, but don't be afraid to also go after the bigger nugget if you see it. There's all sorts of weird stuff out there. Another avenue I'd like to talk about is online. And this is a little bit different. You may not have thought about this one, but it's the social medias. If you belong on Facebook, look around for local garage sale or selling sites in your area. They're popping up more and more and more. Every time I see one, I click on it and I join it. And I can't tell you how many great things I have found. About 3 weeks ago, I found a Billy the Buck. Billy the Buck is a big deer head. I found it for $40. And it's an animated deer head. And it moves its head, blinks its eyes. It has a microphone that you can talk through, or it will actually sing songs. I bought it for $40, and within a day, I sold it for a profit after fees of $188. And I probably left money on the table. So, great place to source things. Even if it's something that you're usually not selling, look it up. Make sure you have your app with you, that you're looking things up as you're going through those sites. You can find things on eBay itself. Make purchases, send it to you, and then turn around and resell them on eBay. You usually find those things in the auction sites late in the day, an off day maybe, and all of a sudden there's something that gets by for 99 cents and you picked it up. So look there. Obviously Craigslist, OfferUp, these are some great sites to look for local treasures that you can buy inexpensively and turn around and sell on eBay and make some bigger money on it. So that wraps up today's session. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. But I'm just happy you watched it. So until episode 4, which we're going to talk about things that you're going to need, the things that you need to purchase to get your business going. Just little things like bubble wrap and how do I package things and that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about that in episode 4. So until then, Copper Mustache, signing out.